Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone from tarotfromhealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. This is your monthly astrological reading for Leos. I hope you guys are doing good. But what I'm going to be doing this month is I'm going to be using the playing cards, and I'm going to be using the Gilded Tarot deck. So let's see what's coming up for you. I'm just shuffling up the playing cards, and we'll see. This is for the month of July, Leo. Okay, so the first playing card is the King of Clubs, represents you. That's your kind of energy. And the Ten of Spades, the Seven of Clubs, and the Ace of Spades. So what I'm seeing for you, Leo, is that I do see some kinds of stress and anxiousness. I see that there is a chance for you to be a bit temperamental this month, maybe because of stressful situations that are going to be taking place in your life. What I kind of can see is that you might be a bit defensive when it comes to other people, when it comes to the things that you want to do. You might even be a bit bossy. When it comes to others as well. I just really see that you really are wanting things to go your way, and maybe that's where the frustrations are coming from. Maybe you're being very stubborn. You want your way, you want things to take place the way you want them to, and I don't feel like it's coming from a place of just selfishness. I feel like it's more coming from a place of you just want to be able to create what it is that you desire in your life at this time. And maybe because you're being met with resistance, that's where the stress and the anxiousness is stemming from. And I feel like that stress and anxiousness is going to mean that you might be pushing some people away, or you might be frustrated and annoyed with certain other people. But what I see is maybe towards more the ending of the month, that may clarify, like there might be some kind of achievements that you do make, and maybe you might find that you are actually making progress with the things that you want to bring about. But again, I feel like you have to go through this sort of challenging energy first before you really reach that final point of getting your way. What I also see is that it's kind of saying to be careful in your interactions with other people. That's what I would definitely say. Like, be careful. Like, try not to bite people's heads off that, like, you don't really, they're not doing anything bad to you, or giving you, like, wishing you any kind of ill will. But again, I feel like there's things that you're trying to do by yourself. It's almost like you don't want help from others. You want to do it yourself. You want to achieve things. But then there is so much frustration, like, that is sort of being felt. But it's saying don't be too frustrated, because things are going to be making a move. There are going to be some developments. But it will just take time. Maybe it's also a case of being impatient as well. Because, you're a fire sign. You like that fast-paced energy. You like things happen fast. But sometimes you have to sort of be patient and take your time. Okay. Let me look into your tarot cards and see what they offer in terms of looking more specifically into the different areas of your life. Now, the first card will be your finances, and that card is the Page of Swords. So what I'm seeing in terms of your finances is that the Page of Swords can represent, maybe that's where some of the challenges have been coming from. Maybe it's your career that you're seeing those challenges. Now is a time where you're going to have to be very decisive as to what it is that you do want. And with being very decisive, you may have to communicate this with somebody else. Maybe that's where also some of these challenges are coming from. Maybe you do have to go through somebody else to be able to get something that you do desire. But it seems that maybe that person holds the ball in their court when it comes to whether a decision is going to be made, which may frustrate you, because maybe you might feel like this person isn't maybe getting back to you as quickly as you want, or you may be just feeling like, why should I have to kind of go through this other person? But then I think that you may not get very far if you sort of approach it from from a kind of more aggressive standpoint. Like, I don't think you'll get far with this person. If anything, it might just worsen situations. But again, I feel like for a lot of you guys, when it comes to your work situation, there can be some things that are going to be maybe less stressful for you as well. Like, things might become a bit better in terms of sort of kind of fresh starts there. But then the Page of Swords is kind of a bit of a challenging energy too, because it can kind of represent things kind of being mishandled as well because of immaturity, or things being miscommunicated. Sometimes it can represent gossip as well, that is said about you, immature kind of behaviors. But if that's the case, if there's people around you that are kind of giving that kind of energy in your work environment, don't indulge them, like, and don't let it get the best of you or upset you or anything like that. Because again, I feel I can see you kind of being a bit on the defensive, and I kind of feel like if there's anything like that going on in your workplace, that you could probably rip the person a new one if you find out who is, that is stirring up any trouble or anything like that. So do be careful with that kind of thing, and also be impossible to come about looking at these cards. If people are kind of being immature, just kind of let them be that, and please try not to kind of entertain them type of people. But yeah, and definitely clear communication will be key in the month of July as well, so that there's no misinterpretations between you and somebody else. When it comes to your relationships, for those of you that are in relationships, you have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is about maybe you weighing up your options when it comes to a relationship situation. Maybe for some of you guys, finances is playing a big role in terms of things that you want to do in a relationship, or maybe the stage of the relationship where you are at this time. Maybe you might be thinking of merging finances, or finding ways to maybe save money, help your money kind of go a bit further. Or it could be saying there's two different options that you are presented. I don't really see it as being like two different people, but I see it more in like there's two different options that you have, and you're not really sure about what to go with. But it's all in connection to a relationship situation. Like, should I go with this or should I go with that? Maybe for some of you guys it could represent two different people, but I'm more thinking like it could be a financial choice that could affect your relationship. Like, I don't know if some of you guys might be considering taking a job away from where you live currently with your partner, or you may be thinking of like there's something financially that you're choosing between, but you don't know what to choose, and so it's kind of making you feel like, well, what do I do? Do I do this? Do I do that? Is it best for me to do this? Is it best for me to do that? But I'm kind of feeling like it's connected with you being at a distance from someone else, from maybe from your partner or something, but you have to make a choice, so that might be something that you're kind of presented with, some big decisions when it comes to relationships. For those of you that are single, you have the Knight of Swords. You have quite a lot of swords cards. Swords is a bit of a difficult energy sometimes when you have a lot of swords showing up. So July could be a time where there are going to be some challenges that you're going to have to face. And I think the challenges is going to be, one, moving things forward in the direction that you want them to move in July. And also the challenges may also be presented through communications, or it could just be maybe you just feel a bit more stressed on a mental level. So try to take breaks and rest as much as you can at this time, because I kind of feel like July could present some stress. So self-care is the best way to kind of be able to balance things out a bit. But I'm kind of feeling like you're wanting something to progress quite quickly. The Knight of Swords, for those of you that are not in relationships, is saying that your focuses probably are still going to be connected more in terms of your work situation than a love situation. Even though because it can kind of represent communications too, it could be that you're in communications with somebody that you may like. But then July, I don't really see any kind of unions if you are single. I'm kind of feeling like you have other battles to fight. You have more important things to tend to in your life right now. And I think you're just trying to mainly cope with the stresses that you're kind of going through more than anything else if you're not in a partnership. So, yeah, again, I'm kind of seeing that, I'm just keep on getting this. You know, it's so funny. Sometimes I watch my videos and I'm like, why are you always repeating yourself? But then I think it's just the way my mind works that sometimes when I'm doing readings, I kind of get a constant message that keeps on repeating itself, a word that keeps on repeating itself throughout the whole reading. And what I'm seeing, like the word that just keeps on going around in my head is confrontations, like conflicts. And so I'm kind of feeling like even this card, it can be representing some kind of conflict going into something fast, and kind of things being messed up because of lack of proper communication, or just maybe jumping to conclusions about things. So I would say, like, definitely be careful with all of that kind of stuff. Your spiritual card, let's pick one. The spirit card for July is Eight of Pentacles. Is hard work, hard work. That's what the Eight of Pentacles represents. Repetitive work, trying to perfect something, trying to, get some kind of result in the end of a situation. So I think that that's where a lot of kind of the frustrations and the energies are kind of surrounding you, is the things that you're really working on, the things that you're really toiling to create at this time. The Eight of Pentacles, in terms of in connection to your spirituality, is that it could be saying that this is an opportunity, even through the conflicts that are happening, this is an opportunity for you to really be you to even go through some kind of process or cycle within yourself, within your own spirituality, within your own connection with source energy. And so what this is saying is that, sometimes things come into our lives in order to transform and change us, or to even show us what aspects of ourselves really needs work at this time. And so I think that some things may be showing up now that is sort of showing up in order for you to address them, to know how to fix them, how to improve them, how to make it better. And I think this is more happening for you when it comes to your own personality, the way that you react to certain things, certain circumstances, the way that you react to frustrating situations. This is an opportunity for you to look at those things and be able to readdress them. I can see that you are going to be under stress this month, but it's kind of saying, at the same time, you might actually be quite productive too. So it's not like you're just stressing but nothing is getting anywhere. I feel like things, you are going to be making movements, but it's just that you just may not be making them as fast as you would like. So yeah, that was your spirit card. So I want to say thank you so much, you guys, for rating, commenting, subscribing. I am so very grateful, and for sharing my videos as well. I'm so appreciative. And so I just want to say peace and blessings to you, and bye.